If you need level 40, unlimited, limited, clutch time, domination, triple threat, or anything else on your 2K account grinded, contact Rose NBA on Twitter and let them know X sent you. Alright, here we are, Invincible's tier list. Would have posted it yesterday, but I was watching COD Champs, so I didn't. We're just gonna have a absolute fun time. We're doing it a little bit different. We're doing S plus S, A plus A, and Better Off Without, just because I feel like most of these cards are absolutely amazing. So I want people to know that like all of these are like top tier cards, and just the ones towards the bottom I would just probably want to use, and the ones on last tier I just don't think you should use at all. Although I will say there aren't too many, so we'll get them off right out with Kyrie, Jerry West, Isaiah Thomas, Dirk, Bill Russell, Tim Hardaway, and this OG shooting guard Kobe Bryant. And there's kind of a few reasons for this. Now for Kyrie, it's just because Kyrie is kind of short, and I even think that his jumper on like a very quick timing just isn't really going to be too good for you. I love his dribbling moves though, like the Kyrie size up and combo are really fun, but his jumper just really ain't it. And they still gave him the Kyrie Irving layup package, which I'm being honest, it is so damn easy to block him with like Taco and guys like that. It's not really worth it. Jay West is a card that I like. I just don't really feel like he's worth using with all of the other PGs that we have in the game, even non-invincible ones, just really not worth it using. Same thing with Isaiah Thomas. The dude's just too short. I like his jumper, I like his dribbling, I think he's fun, just not worth it. Dirk, I think he's the only invincible without a dribble style that you can speed burst with, which is just unreal. And the Dirk jumper just really ain't it. Then we got Bill Russell, set shot 17. It's one of the worst jumpers I think an invincible has. So had to put him down there. I wanted to put him in the S plus just for like the vibes, like paying homage to one of the GOATs, but I put him down where he should be in 2K terms. We have Tim Hardaway, jump shot 40 on very quick, just is way too slow. And I mean, we're talking about a super undersized guy. And then we got Kobe. I think Kobe's jumper is really good, but I was looking at it. A lot of the Kobe invincibles now are super cheap. And Kobe is one of those guys who has 2 different invincibles and 2 different end games. Which just obviously is making him a little bit I guess harder to get. Now this Kobe has the shifty dribble style and can't play PG like his other one can, so I figured this Kobe really just isn't worth using, and you're better off without him, because you should be picking up the point guard Kobe that can play PG, still has a shifty dribble style but is gonna be a lot better, or you can pick up like the end game ones that are equal. I think you're better off without him. Either way, starting off the still decent here, we got some guys. Klay Thompson just has a bit too much of a load up jumper, not jumpy. I remember the Diamond Glitch Klay Thompson, one of my favorite cards in the game. But yeah, definitely not too top tier now. Kevin Garnett just is a jumper that I'm not really a fan of. LeBron James, I don't know why you'd ever want a power forward center LeBron. If anything, we want to play LeBron at point guard because that's literally what he is. But whatever. Ja Morant, I just don't think that Ja's really all that crazy. Again, we have a bunch of good PGs. I just don't think Ja fits in that mold. But I will say he's one of the most fun cards to use. Elgin Baylor, just a little bit undersized. He can play the shooting guard pretty well. But again, I think Elgin works better as like a PG. If you guys remember the like Galaxy Opal token market one from 2K19, where you could still run him at PG, the dude was different. I don't know why 2K hasn't realized Elgin at PG is actually gross. Dominique Wilkins just has a weird jumper that most of us don't really like. Anthony Edwards is only a 6'5" shooting guard at this point. Can't play the PG position. Again, if he could play PG, I think he'd be gross. But as he is right now, just man. Anthony Davis, one of the 2 invincibles, but I still think this one's pretty good. He just really can't dribble like his other Anthony Davis can. But I still love the 80 jumper, and I still think he plays really well. It's just even as a power forward right now at 6'10", he's looking a little undersized with how 2K's going. Steph Curry, literally a guaranteed bucket, but obviously he's 6'3", and basically everybody out there is running a 6'7" or above point guard. Endgame Jokic, stuff like that, it's just not really too worth using. Shaquille O'Neal, this one is still 300 pounds and has a terrible jumper. Obviously, the Shaq jumper just really ain't it. Pau Gasol has set shot 16. I do think he's a good and a fun card. I'm obviously a Lakers fan. I started watching basketball like when Pau was on the Lakers with Kobe. So I'm a massive fan of Pau, just not obviously the best. And then we got LeBron James, who should be good, but this is the worst version of LeBron. Invincible wise that we have, and I just don't think that you should really use him. I did put him equal with the power forward center just because, like, why would you run LeBron at a power forward? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Unless we're talking early game, because the Diamond LeBron was really good as a power forward early game, but as it is right now, no thank you. And we don't have anybody on this page actually. So next we got the A+ tier, where we're starting off with the PG Kobe. I still don't think that PG Kobe is like, this PG Kobe is up there in like the S and S+ tiers, but he still is really good. Just because he can play that point guard position. Obviously, some people still don't love the shifty dribble style. I really don't think there's that massive of a difference between shifty and quick. I think they both work for me, and I've had fun with both, so who really cares? Really, I just couldn't put him up there because the Kobe jumper definitely has a little bit of a load up. It's a little bit slow, but still super fun to use. Joel Embiid, jump shot 47, super smooth, super fun card. Just doesn't really dribble like some of the other centers can, but it's still really fun and is a nice catch and shoot guy. J.R. Smith is probably my favorite jumper in the entire game this year. Jump shot 49 on very quick. 3 is also really good, but I liked it more when I was the only one that knew that it was fire, and then once everybody started getting onto it, kind of liked it a little bit less. Dwayne Wade, obviously we all love D Wade. He's just kind of one of those jack of all trades, 6'4", guys that can play the PG position, feels super smooth, super fun. If you're gonna use an undersized guy, probably one of the best to do it. Devin Booker, super smooth. If you like jump shot 4, you like D Book. Jump shot 4 is one of those jumpers that I either really like it or really hate it most years. Not really a massive fan of it this year, but he can still move really well. He's still like 6'6", plays a point guard, so he's still super fun. We got Derrick Rose, one of the just shiftiest, most easy to time jumpers, one of the best just get out there and get some buckets kind of cards in the game. Absolutely love D Rose. It's the best size up as well. You gotta love him. Daryl Dawkins at 6'11" is a decent enough power forward. And I've had a lot of fun with him. Again, another jump shot 4 kind of guy, which is always really nice. And it's solid for an Invincible that you basically get for free, so we love that. Carmelo Anthony has a bit of a beta jumper, which is kind of tough, and this one can only play small forward, power forward, but he still is a 6'8" small forward, which is still pretty nice. All around a good card. This Anthony Davis is better than obviously the Invincible, but it still is pissing me off that he's 253 and he should be 244 so he can carry slide. We have 244-pound Shaq, but we don't have a 244-pound Anthony Davis, and he is 9 pounds off of it. It's just unreal. Shaq is like almost 80 pounds heavier, and they dropped his weight for it. So I don't know what to tell you. Either way, he's still a good, a fun card. I like the 80 jumper, and he can dribble a lot better, but the fact that he doesn't have doesn't have the ability to carry slide annoys me. Vince Carter, just another one of those load up jumpers that takes a little bit to get out there, but it is what it is. We have both of these T-Max. Obviously, this Invincible can play PG, but he has the Kyrie Irving behind the back. Yes, he's 6'8", but I don't know. I don't really feel like I want a Kyrie Irving behind the back. PG and the Tracy McGrady dribbling moves aren't the most amazing for the point guard position anyway, so I actually prefer to use T-Mac as a shooting guard anyway for that nice catch and shoot ability and being 6'8", but that's just my opinion. I prefer guys like Jokic, even like Cade at the point guard. And to continue the A+ tier, we got the Shaq that did get put down to 244 pounds and has better dribbling than the Shaq. He still has the Shaq jumper, which is kind of tough, but he's going to be pretty solid. Pete Maravich has the rail and base, which is always super fire. Just nice, one of those shifty, get out there, get buckets kind of guys. But on defense, he definitely sometimes can feel a little bit lackluster just because he's a little skinny guy. And LeBron James has the ability to play the shooting guard, which is really nice. LeBron is obviously 6'9", so as a shooting guard, he's going to be crazy. But still has like the Kawhi behind the back, which really isn't all that great. And the LeBron jumper is nothing to like get excited about this year. Next, with the S tier, we got Larry Bird's small forward, power forward. Obviously, the Bird jumper, all around fire. Like, if you like guys who just go out there and get buckets and you like the Bird jumper, which I do, he's a great card. KD with the ability to play the shooting guard, obviously super fun. Doesn't have the greatest of like dribbling or like the best jumper in the world, but he's just good all around. Shooting guard Kawhi, obviously one of the best 3-and-D cards that we have in the entire game. He just locks it down on defense. Dr. J is the Rudy Gay base, which is just so fire, super fun. I have this Invincible personally, and I just love going out there and just getting buckets with him. We got PG, J.R. Smith. Again, I love jump shot 49. I think it's super smooth. It's super nice. J.R. just gets out there, gets buckets, and at 6'6", he's a good size PG. Hakeem Olajuwon with the Delino Gallinari base, I think, is super solid. Just a great all-around card. I just don't think he's like top tier. I just can't put him on equal level with like Taco, who's obviously up here in S+. Grant Hill, jump shot 1 very quick, which is really nice. He's got some good dribbling, nice 6'8" shooting guard. He's got good defense, nice point forward kind of guy. All around really fun. Both versions of Giannis right here. I think both these Giannis's are really good. Obviously, I would say the one that can play the small forward is a little bit better, but this one I think can dribble a little bit better. But yeah, Giannis doesn't really move the greatest, and I just feel like there are cards where are a little bit better, but this end game Giannis is diffy. All around really good. David Robinson, deep drop jumper, obviously on very quick, nice 7-foot guy, can literally do it all, play great defense, just all around super fun. Carmelo Anthony, the PG, just again as a beta jumper, doesn't dribble the most amazing, so I can't put him at S+, but it's still super solid. Cade, another one of those beta jumpers, which is why he's not an S+, but moves super well, super nice finisher, really consistent dunker, love the way that he just moves on a court as well, all around great, especially for a 6'8" PG. Next in the S tier, we got Robert Ory, who is basically just Carmelo, but taller. So 6'10" Carmelo, which is obviously super fun. Paul George, 6'9" shooting guard, can be absolutely amazing. Doesn't have the greatest of dribbling, but is still a 6'9" shooting guard who has one of the best catch and shoot jumpers in the game, which you gotta love. Manu with the Dante XM base and some of the best dribbling in the game is just one of those guys you can go out there and just have so much fun with, which is obviously great. All around awesome card. And then Timmy D, great power forward. He's got awesome defense, can really lock it down across the board, and then got jump shot 38 on very quick, which is one of the best catch and shoot jumpers in the game. I don't think that you're going to want to use Tim Duncan as like a primary ball handler, obviously, but if you just use him as a nice catch and shoot guy, all around super solid. And last but not least, we got the S+ tier, which starting off with PG Larry Bird. I love this guy, man. Super fun. I love the Bird jumper. I think he's all around super nice. 6'9" point guard, just great. LaMelo Ball, again, one of my favorite PGs. Jump shot 81 is super smooth. It's super nice. He's got great dribbling. He's tall now. He's great. Kristaps Porzingis, absolutely love this guy as well. Brook Lopez base is fire. He can dribble. He's 7'3", plays power forward and center. Great. Just all around awesome. If you loved Kawhi as a shooting guard, just imagine him playing the PG. Awesome. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for some reason, 7'2", and now is playing our small forward position as an Invincible with jump shot 21 still on very quick and now good dribbling. I mean, come on. Imagine sky hooking guys that are 6'8". It's unfair. And obviously the OG Kareem is still great because he's still awesome as a power forward. Evan Mobley is, I'm sticking this out on a branch here. I like Evan Mobley's Invincible over Giannis's Invincible. I believe it. 7 foot, 7'4" wingspan. He's 215, so he's lighter. Runs on his stamina slower. Yes, jump shot 84 isn't as good as the Giannis jumper, but he's got the quick dribble style, the Francis size up, Trey combo and escape, MJ cross, Scotty behind the back, Kyrie step back, long athlete, all the good tendencies. Like, the guy is absolutely insane when it comes to just playing defense, just shooting the three when we need him, finishing inside. I think Mobley is just as good as Giannis and then has better dribbling and moves better, runs on a stamina less. I prefer him. And then we have both point guard Ben Simmons. I'm pretty sure that this, like, the one with the red background is the better Ben Simmons, if I'm not mistaken, which just means he's got, like, better dribbling, like the Mitchell size up. But both of these Ben Simmons are 6'11" PGs. I will say they aren't exactly the most amazing moving wise, so I honestly may recommend running Simmons as like a small forward. Not this one as a power forward, but he is a small forward. All around be pretty good. Then we got Taco, best Invincible in the entire game, best guy in the entire game. His end game is the best card in the entire game. Just this was the year of Taco Fall, absolutely running the streets. Last year was Bobo, this year is Taco. This dude is crazy. Yao Ming, 7'6", set shot 8, very quick. Good as a power forward, good as a center. Guy's crazy. MJ, I just love the Michael Jordan jumper. One of the best, smoothest, cleanest, easiest to time jumpers in the game. Dude is just an absolute demon. Absolutely love this guy. And then we got, obviously, the point guard, Michael Jordan. I think this one's the PG Michael Jordan. One of them is. Either way, the PG's obviously a little bit better, but both these guys are crazy. Super fun, super nice. Mark Eaton, a jump shot one very quick. 7'1" center that absolutely locked it down on defense as a massive player build. I slept on his card, but the guy is crazy. Magic with jump shot 110 now on very quick instead of like the just typical Magic Johnson jumper. Such an upgrade and now has great dribbling. And then obviously both Luka's. I know that Luka's not the most amazing on current gen. He's not like next like breaking game level on current gen, but on next gen he is literally unguardable. He is a guaranteed 20 points no matter what game mode it's in. He can still play make great, has obviously great dribbling, and it's just one of the best cards we've ever seen in my team. So he's got to go up in the S+ tier. So let me know what you guys think about the cards down in the list down in the comment section below. Like if you guys did, enjoy, and subscribe if you guys are new. And let me know what people didn't get an Invincible or what guys didn't get an Invincible that you really thought should have. Because honestly, I think there's a lot of cards, there's a lot of guys this year who are missing some Invincibles who definitely should have got one or two, especially with like previous things. Like we don't have an Invincible Dame on the list. Obviously, he wanted to be the most like insane card, but there's no Damian Lillard. It's a little weird. So let me know any Invincibles you think got snubbed this year and who you would want to see, added to the list. Hope you guys have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.